and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anya and this is going to be my August project pan update. August has been a pretty decent month for me in terms of using up product, and with the whole project pan I finished 6 items. One of them actually was done today and I'm not sad about it. I'm pretty happy. I'm starting to struggle a little bit in terms of what items I might finish next month and the month after. I have a couple picked out that I'm going to focus on for next month and that I know will be done, but it's the month after that and that, so October, November and December are going to be hard months for me because a lot of my easy use products are gone and I'm rotating in some that kind of fall into that category of easy use or will be used up quickly. A lot of the products I've been working on for months are now done or coming to an end, and I'm stuck with a lot of items that I won't be able to finish this year that have quite a significant amount of product left in them still that I don't really know what to do with. I'm going to keep them in the project, I'm going to keep working on them. I don't think I'll finish a lot of them, but I'm going to keep using them. But I have a couple that I'm like, do I want to take you into 2020 or not? And for some of them I'm leaning on decluttering them even if there's still product left by the end of the year because of age, but we will see where we end up. But let's get into the stuff I finished and our progress on this month. I finished the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in Coven today, and I was actually going to wear this today. I ended up with this brown lip, which is the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick from Kat Von D in Bow and Arrow. And I was going to wear this one because it's a bit of a different colour. It's a lavender, but this was horrendous. And I was also going to wear a different colour mixed with this to make sort of a purpley ombre, but neither of them worked, so in the end I just decided, okay, I'm going to go for this. Put it on. It looked horrendous. I've had some pretty hit and miss relationships with the Everlasting lip liners. The more neutral tones are fine. This is a very thick formula, so they kind of apply like a lipstick and they dry down. Now this was just too dry and very streaky, and it crumbled and it did not look good. It looked dry, it looked flaky, so this is not a good colour. So this actually broke off today. I had, I think, about that much left in it, but this broke off and fell on the floor and I was just like, thank you, you're done. The other 2 makeup items I have is the NYX Worth the Hype mascara. This is just super clumpy and dry and it's time for this to go. I really liked how this made my lashes look and I would have loved it if it held a curl. Sadly it didn't, but this might be an item that I would consider picking up in a waterproof formula to see how that fares better. But I really liked the way it made my lashes look and it was decent. The other one was my loose powder. This is from Kix. It's their translucent loose powder and there is now maybe a tiny bit left in the packaging, but I can't get any more out of this. This was fine. I really love this for just under the eyes because it makes my skin look super smooth and it feels really nice and silky, but all over the face this tends to be a bit dry on me, so I won't repurchase this, but it was okay. I know I said, not last month maybe, but the month before, that if I could not open this Mids & Norway perfume bottle it was gonna have to go, and I've tried several different ways with several different people. None of us in this household can get this open, so I'm just gonna have to call it done. It kind of breaks my heart a little because I can't get this perfume anymore. I have backups. I think I have 3 backups. Moods of Norway went bankrupt and I don't know if they bought themselves back or whatever. I have no idea. But from my googling earlier today, could not find this anywhere in store. But I love the scent of this and I kind of wish I didn't have to waste this, but I'm not skilled enough with anything to get this open or to potentially break it open and pour it into another container without getting glass everywhere. So sadly this is gonna go, but I did use up nearly the entire bottle, so I'm pretty happy with that. I finished a Body Shop mask. This was the ginseng and rice clarifying polishing mask. There's a teeny bit of stuff left around the edges, but I'm considering that done. It was fine. It's not my favourite when it comes to what I would kind of call physically exfoliating product, where it has a bit of grit to it. But my skin did really enjoy this outside of the whole exfoliation part, but I would not repurchase this. I am tempted to try the charcoal mask from Body Shop line, the mask line, because my skin does enjoy charcoal quite a lot. So I'm tempted to see if that's any good. Other than that, I don't really know where I currently stand with masks. I have a couple that I'm going to work through. I'm going to introduce another one at the end of the video, but it was fine. And the last product I finished was my Korres body milk. This is the basil lemon one. It smells amazing and I can't get any more product out of this. I love this. I wish my house and me could smell like this forever. It's just such a good scent. And this was a pretty good body lotion. It wasn't super thick, so it kind of, I don't know. On me, most body lotions don't sink in fully, but I feel like this is one of the better ones because I don't feel sticky, which is a plus because most things don't sink into my skin very quickly, so I tend to kind of walk around feeling slightly sticky, but this one was fine and my body did really enjoy this. It didn't aggravate my skin because my skin is sensitive to a lot of things, fragrance being one of them. I'm not sure if there is perfume in here. Yeah, there is perfume in here. So that's not the greatest, but I did really enjoy the scent of this and this product. But I haven't been able to find this in stores near me, so I don't know if they've stopped making this or if just my store is out. But it was okay. Those were the items I finished. Now let's get into the stuff I made progress on. I have two primers here. The number 7 Airbrush Away primer is nearly gone. I think I have 2, maybe 3, 4 uses left in this. So this is going to be gone by next month. I love this primer a lot and will definitely repurchase once I have shrunk my current primer collection down a little bit, but this is great. It's really moisturizing whilst also being smoothing on my skin, so it helps not to show texture when I put product over the top, because I do have some texture, especially around my cheek and chin where I have breakouts and get breakouts quite often. And it's just fantastic for providing me with enough moisture so that my skin don't feel super dry, whilst not making me overly oily either, which is good because I tend to get a bit oily if I'm wearing makeup. But it's also nice and smoothing for those texture problems that I have, and it makes makeup go on so wonderfully over top. I really love it. And the number 7 primer is down to 12 grams from 15. The other primer here is one I don't really love all that much. It's the Makeup Mecca Plumping Pore Minimizing Face Primer. This is a solid silicone primer, and as you can see, compared to last month, I've used up nearly everything in here. This has only lost a gram in weight, but I have used a decent chunk of this, so there's a lot of visual progress here. I have maybe 3-4 uses left in this, so I think that is also going to be gone next month. This one is a solid silicone primers. They don't really work great on my skin because they tend to dry my skin out whilst simultaneously making me very, very oily throughout the day. They don't really work that great with my texture or my skincare, and makeup doesn't tend to sit very nice on top, so I mainly wear this when I'm not wearing any other base makeup, just to sort of use it up. I have a little bit of progress on my mist spray from Makeup Mecca. I've actually grown to love this a lot over this month. I brought this on holiday with me and I've been using it more than I have the Aunt Thomas one this month, and I quite enjoy it. This gives a little bit more of a dewy or luminous finish than their setting spray that is called setting spray. So I might actually consider repurchasing this one in the future because I do like how it feels. But I have used 3 grams of this, and I am getting that this contains 50 ml of product, which is about 50 grams consider this is the consistency of water. And I have used this before, so I don't know 100% how much product was left. But if I were to listen, I would estimate about half the bottle to be left. So I enjoy that a lot. I'm seeing some progress on my Maybelline Master Conceal Camouflaging Concealer. I have the shade Fair. This is now 12 grams down from 14, all thanks to the fact that I've been using this as foundation now for a couple of days. It's decently full coverage. I was at that black stripe mark of the top, and I'm now down to this red mark here. I really like how this sits on my skin. I love the finish it gives, and I love how this sits underneath my eyes when I don't mess it up like I did today. So I'm gonna be sad when this is gone because Maybelline is not cruelty free, but I'm gonna love it while I have it, and I do really like this. I have progress on my e.l.f. tone correcting powder in Cool. This is now 63 grams down from 64, so it's lost a gram, but everything in here is now smashed to pieces. Everything is just loose in here and it's fallen apart, so I plan on completely smushing this together. I don't have anything that I can use to repress this. I don't have isopropyl alcohol. Don't know where I can get it. If you're in Norway and you know where to get it, please let me know, because I've no idea. So I'm just going to smush this together and use it as a loose powder because I want this done, and there isn't a whole lot left in here. I've been using this kind of consistently and I don't mind it. It's pretty decent for mattifying my skin without making me look dry. But I've also noticed this is actually really nice over my textured areas because it doesn't emphasize the texture, and that's a huge plus for me. This was one of those powders I was very indifferent about. I'm still a little bit indifferent, so I'm not sure if I would repurchase it when I use it up, but I'm gonna keep using it until this is gone. I'm hoping to finish this in September, maybe in October, depending on how much is actually left in there. And I might consider repurchasing it afterwards. I'm going to have a look over my rest of my collection first though, because if I have ones I like more, then if I still feel kind of indifferent about it, it's not going to come back. I have a tiny bit of progress on my pink Maybelline colour corrector. This has lost a gram. It annoys me that I can't see into this packaging because I have no idea how much is left or how little is left, and I don't know how much was in this to begin with. I have used this quite a lot. It's my go-to when I'm not wearing foundation or concealer and I'm just doing colour corrector. It's fine. I don't love this. It's a little bit too dry for my liking, but I'm gonna be able to finish this. I have progress on my Fenty matchsticks in linen. This is the one that is my foundation, and I wanted as a foundation, and this surprised me a lot. This has a glossy finish on the skin, or at least on my skin. The colour is a little bit darker than my skin tone, but I can make it work. And I've used this once. I tried it on for fun one evening just to see, and I've used a lot more of this than I expected, and it has a glossy finish on my skin that I actually kind of like. I wasn't expecting that finish because I was kind of expecting this to be more matte because it has a matte skin stick in the name, but it has, I don't know, light coverage that is buildable. I was able to get it to medium plus, but I could not get over the glossy finish and I kind of fell in love a little bit, so I will be most likely using this in an upcoming either video or an Instagram picture because I kind of liked it. I doubt I will repurchase this though, because for one use I used quite a lot of this and this is kind of expensive, but I'm going to use it whilst I have it, and I don't hate it as much as I expected. I have progress on my number 7 High Shine Lip Crayon in Daydreamer. This is the sort of light nude colour. It's there. It's really nice and glossy, and I took this on holiday with me, which is why I used a lot of this month. I wasn't planning on focusing on this, and I really love this. It looks amazing on the lips. There's a chance this might be repurchased in the future when my lip collection has at least halved itself, because it's ridiculously big at the moment. But I really liked how easy this was to use. I liked the colour on me. I liked everything about this. So I'm going to be a little bit sad when this is gone, but I've had this for years, so it needs to be gone soon. I have 2 more Kat Von D lip liners. I have the shade Lolita 2, which is a brown on me, and I don't mind this. This is one of those shades that this formula works pretty decent with, but I don't love these lip liners. They have a very thick formula and I can't wear anything on top of these, and I don't like the brand, so I'm trying to use it up, but I do like that colour a lot. The other colour I have here is the shade LUV, which is this purpley colour, and this was the purple I was planning on mixing with the lavender shade, but this also doesn't work all that well. This is also kind of streaky, kind of sheer, so I'm not sure. I want this gone as quickly as possible. I'm going to focus on this a lot in September, and I think I might be able to use both of these, but I don't love the purple. I kind of wish it had a bit more punch to it and it wasn't so sheer, because these don't layer on top of themselves very well. I have a little bit of progress on these Tanya Burr eyeshadow stick in Melt My Heart, and you can see it kind of, it's loose in here, so it kind of goes everywhere. This I used in last month's update underneath the Colourpop shadow. It has a really nice bronzy brown tone, and I've been using it underneath other eyeshadows. I don't like this alone because it is very sheer and I can blend it out into nothingness, but I do like the sheen it gives underneath other eyeshadows, and I don't think it's going to be hard for me to use this up. I just know it's going to take a little bit of time. I have a tiny bit of progress on my Wet n Wild trio. I have expanded all 3 pans, which is kind of the goal. The top one I am hoping to finish this year, and it's going to take a little bit of work, but I might be able to get there. It's the colour that I have on my lid. The middle pan, I have expanded the top part of it and also a little bit out towards the side. And the pink one, I have cleaned out the corner in the top right side. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress. It's very slow going. I've been mainly focusing on the white shade in this palette, not so much the pink, because I can use them both almost interchangeably as highlighting colours. So I use them for the brow bone and the inner corner a lot, but I've been reaching for the white one more than the pink, and for very quick looks I just take the middle shade all over the lid, blend it out into the crease, and I put one of the colours in the inner corner on the brow bone, and it looks nice. So it's slow going, but I am hopeful that I will be able to pan this palette maybe next year, but I'm hoping to finish the top shade this year. I have a little bit of progress on my Maybelline Baby Lips in Pumpkin Spice. This is a warm orangey peachy colour. Looks very orange on my hand, and it has that sort of orangey peach colour on my lips because my lips are very pigmented. I don't like the colour on me. I was hoping that I was going to like the warm orange because I love warm oranges, but not on my lips. It just looks like I have had spaghetti sauce and not wiped my mouth, and this formula is not great on me. It's very thin and it sort of just disappears very fast, and I don't like that. So I'm a bit disappointed with how little progress I made this month, but I also know that this was lost in my handbag for like 2 weeks, so I'm going to be a little bit better, and I hopefully will be able to, if not finish it, at least get close towards the end of the year, because I want this gone. Last makeup item is the Isadora Face Sculptor. I have expanded the pan on the highlighting shade. I have cleared out this top section. I am kind of hoping to finish this highlighter this year, but I have fallen in love with it on the skin. It's what I'm wearing. It's beautiful, so I don't know if I actually want to finish it, but I have been really enjoying it. I've been making progress. I've also been expanding the pan on the bronzer a tiny bit, and I've made a dip in the blush that I don't think you're going to be able to see. I've been using it a lot. I really love this trio, and this might actually come back into my collection at some point if I finish it, because it's amazing. I have 2 more items with progress here. I have a tiny progress on the Only Hand Mixer Invigorating Night Transformation Gel. I have made a teeny bit of progress. You can see the new mark is just below the old one, so it's not a lot of progress. But I've used 6 grams of this. I still hate this with a passion. It does nothing for my skin. I want this gone. I am suspecting that this might have broken me out earlier this month, because I've been having some really bad acne on my chin that have been cystic and painful, and it's been horrible, and I think this might be the culprit, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to keep using it, but if this is breaking me out, it's going in the bin, because I don't want to pan through products that break me out. I might give it to my mum or sister, but there is a chance this might end up in the bin because I really dislike this, and I don't think it does anything for my skin. The final product is my Zoella Gelato perfume. I've used 6 grams of this as well. I love the scent of this. I am kind of sad that I won't be able to get this anymore because Zoella Beauty is, I don't think it's around anymore, or it's going out soon, but I adore the smell of this and I have backups. I wish I had more, but I'm going to be a bit sad to see this go, but I've been making progress on this and I absolutely adore this, so I don't think it's going to be hard for me to finish it. And then I have a bag of items that I want to introduce. I want to introduce a new mask, sorry for the noise. This is the Formula 1006 Be Berry Bright Exfoliating Mud Mask. This is decent. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I have really enjoyed it when I have used it. But I would like to finish it since it's the only one currently open in my collection, and I have some more as well that I want to finish, so this is going to go fast. I have another serum that I dislike. This is from The Body Shop. This is the Vitamin C Skin Boost Instant Smoother, and this is a silicone serum, which, why? It's unusable for me as a skincare product because of the silicones. It does nothing for my skin other than add a barrier and make me really oily and very dry. So I'm gonna try to use this kind of like a primer for my makeup when I'm not wearing makeup, if that makes sense, because I can't wear this underneath makeup because of the silicone feel. It just messes with my skin. It has an almost pinky golden iridescence to it, which I kind of find funny, and it smells really lovely, but I hate the silicone feel of this, so I just want this gone. I found a tiny Pixie cleanser. I don't really use cleansers a whole lot. I don't wash my face at the sink all that much, but this is open, so I would like to try and finish this. This is the Glow Mud Cleanser. I love the mud mask from Pixie. I've used that in the past, and the Glow Tonic is a favourite of mine. I'm using it at the moment, so I would very much dislike to use this up. It's a tiny thing, so I don't think it's going to be hard, but it's going to be hard for me because I really struggle washing my face at the sink because it takes a whole lot of executive function that I don't have all that often. So I'm gonna most likely just use this in the shower. Then I have some makeup. I have two mascaras that I'm adding in. I'm adding in my Makeup Mecca Push-Up Mascara as well as the No. 7 Lovely Lashes. Neither of these work on their own for my lashes. Both of them are open. So I'm going to work with layering these on top of my mascaras that hold a curl, which currently I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes. Love it. And I think I have an Isadora one as well that I will be layering this with because I don't really like these. The No. 7 one I prefer over the Makeup Mecca. The Makeup Mecca is very thin, but it's very good at separating my lashes, so I'm hopeful to get a good chunk of use out of these whilst using them to layer with other mascaras, because they are not good on me on their own because they just don't hold a curl very well at all. I'm adding in a new primer since I'm about to finish my No. 7 one. This is the Wet n Wild Coverall, and I have less than half of this left. But this is the oldest primer currently in use in my collection. That's about how much I have left. So I don't think this is going to be hard to use up, but I want it gone. And I haven't reached for this in a while, so I want to finish it. And since Wet n Wild is no longer considered cruelty-free, I won't repurchase this, which sucks because this is one of my all-time favourite primers. I love it. So I'm going to be sad to see it go, but it has been open for a little bit over a year and I do want to get this done as quickly as possible. I'm adding in 3 loose powders and I don't think I'll be able to finish any of them. They are all from Makeup Mecca. I have the What's Cooking Good Looking Setting and Baking Powder in Translucent and the Luxury HD Setting Powders in Angel Pink and Banana. The only one of these that doesn't darken my foundation a whole lot is the Angel Pink one. The What's Cooking Good Looking looks like it would be fine. It's a very light beige with a slightly yellow undertone, but this just darkens my foundation and my concealer. It feels really smooth though, so I kind of would like to try and finish it up, and I don't mind my foundation being a little bit darker than my neck because I can bronze up. I don't leave the house all that often anyway. Most of these were going to be worn when I'm not planning on leaving the house or having anyone over. The Luxury HD powder in Banana is comically wrong for me, however. It is bright yellow, and this will for sure darken my foundation. I have actually not used this because of how dark it is. Let me see if I can find a spot. Yeah, there. You can kind of see the stripe there. That's that. It's very, very yellow, and I have a neutral undertone that leans slightly yellow, so in theory I might have been able to pull this off if I had a lot of tan on, but I don't tan. So my plan is essentially to mix them, and I think the Banana powder is going to be mixed with the Angel Pink one, which is closest to my skin tone and the lightest of the three, and doesn't show up pink on me, but I do think it's going to look a little bit off undertone wise if I use it, but it's very brightening on my skin and just a tad bit pink. So I doubt I'll be able to finish any of these. The HD powders contain 6 grams and the other one contains 7. No chance of me finishing them, but I do want to see if I can mix these and make them usable for me in any way, because they all feel really nice. It's just that the colours on them don't work for me, which sucks. And then I've just decided to add in the rest of my Kat Von D Everlasting lip liners. I have the shade Lemmy, which is a green, the shade Scully, which is a black, Poe, which is a dark navy blue, Satellite, which is a more brighter blue, Blood Milk, which is very, very deep cherry colour, maybe that's what it looks like on me, and the shade Sinner, which is a very, very deep purple. And the reason is I want all of these gone by the end of the year. I had 15 of these, I've used up 5, 10 to go, so we'll see how we end up. But these are all the darker, vampier and more unusual colours, so I'm hoping to finish them this year, and I think I will. Not a lot of these are going to be very wearable on me. I have actually used Lemmy once before when I did a monochromatic green look just for fun, and it was fine. But I think I'm going to have a little bit of issue with Sinner because when swatching it, it seemed very, very dry. But we're going to see how these play up. So with that, I have finished 47 products so far this year, so I'm definitely going to reach my goal of 50. And I have sort of a second goal, and that is 50 makeup items. So far I am at 35, and I think I will be able to finish 15 in the next 3 months. It's going to take a little bit of work, but I think I'm going to get there. I've also, with the products added in this month, I have added in 131 products. So I am pretty proud of what I have done. Very happy that I'm going to reach my goal of 50. And I'm going to work hard to try and pan a good chunk of the makeup items I've shown you, and maybe also some in the drawers that didn't really have a lot of progress this month. But thank you so much for watching this update, and I will see you again soon. Bye!